Welcome back. You are tuned into an all-new episode of Point of View. Today, we have some juicy topics for you guys, okay? You cannot miss it. From polygamy to, are women ungrateful these days? But before we get started, we have a few shout-outs.
In POV fashion, we have to do a special birthday shout-out. And today, we are shouting out Shaquille O'Neal, a.k.a. Shaq. He is 53 today. He is a 4-time championship NBA ring winner, I guess. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But outside of basketball, he is a serial entrepreneur. He is a businessman. He's a business. Every time you turn on the TV, you are going to see Shaq on maybe at least 10 commercials. So, Shaquille, we salute you. We want to say happy birthday. We wish you many more, and you are it.
Period. Happy birthday, Shaq.
Yes, to the big guy.
Okay. You really do see him everywhere, too.
Yeah, the little in his underwear and everything.
Okay, everywhere. But the celebration for Women's History Month just continues. And today we would like to give a special shout out to Gayle King. Yes, y'all. Oprah Winfrey's best friend herself, okay? But that is not the only title that she holds. She also has her own name in her own television show. She's a TV personality. She is a journalist, and she's so many other things. She's a magazine editor. She wears so many different hats. So congratulations to you and all your success. And today we just give you your flowers, Gayle.
Yes.
Gayle.
Gayle looked like she had a little bit of Ozempic the way that color.
I mean,
I'm
her best
done.
friend,
She probably put her on.
Yeah, that's your best friend. Let me tell you.
They be doing it together.
Yeah, they doing it
Okay,
together.
okay.
Crying. But in other news, ladies, how would you feel if you parted ways with your partner and then later on found out that they moved on to multiple partners? Yes, we are talking about polygamy. Singer and songwriter Neo is newly divorced, and after just about a year of being a single man, he was spotted out with not one, but 2 women.
Dos.
So how do we feel about polygamous relationships?
He went with a black woman that wore wigs. That's what it was.
Oh,
Because one week I could be Shaquilla.
okay.
Next week I could be Stephanie.
Okay.
And the next week I could be Ball.
What are the lyrics?
Okay.
Yeah.
With the different hair, feel
That's
like
Meg. That's Meg. Make her feel like you're cheating.
Yeah, make him feel like you're cheating. You know what I'm saying? He
done.
wasn't with a woman that could show him a little something different.
Yeah, either way it goes, she was only gonna have the same body parts. But anyways, but I feel like, one, to the question, how would I feel or we feel if our partner separated and they got with multiple people? For one, I wouldn't feel any type of way, because once I realize that you're not the person for me, I'm not concerned with what you do. You can go and get married. You can get married tomorrow, because I don't want to hold you up, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, let's not hold each other up here. But outside of that, I am not for polygamous relationships.
Oh, do tell.
Well, we know where you're going.
For one, I feel like it's been said so many times. You hear people say, oh, well, in the Bible, they had multiple wives, stuff like that. But I think, on that comment, what people don't think about is, one, most of those people in the Bible that had like multiple wives, they were kings. Okay, and exactly, they were kings, and they had title and land, and they were able to govern multiple households.
Neo ain't a king.
I'm not saying
I was going to say it. I didn't want to cut her off.
Neil was a king to someone, but I don't know as far as not just having title and land, but being able to govern multiple households. To me, Neil gives big kid, and it looks like he's just trying to have a good time. It doesn't look like he's really running too much of anything. And on top of that, you got a divorce, that's fine, live your life. But I'm ready to see him out somewhere with the kids while you on yachts and doing all these things with multiple women. Where are your children, Neo?
I feel like people should just be able to do what they want. Like, I couldn't do a polygamous relationship. I'm too jealous. And I'm very selfish when it comes to, my partner. But I do feel like certain people just need to accept the fact that that's just what they want and who they are. You're probably like a person who just desires a polygamous situation rather than having someone and cheating on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you have that strong desire in your heart. I feel like you just accept your truth and make sure you let your partners know and make sure everyone's on the same page, and then after that.
My thing is this picture right here, like that we're looking at right now, this picture literally looks like this could be his homegirls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't like giving like super sexual, like it's not giving relationship. So my whole question is like, I know like he made a little comment or whatever, he's been seen out with these women, but like are they actually in a poly relationship?
Right.
Who I don't know if it's actually been confirmed that these are actually his girlfriends.
I mean, they both have tattoos of him on their body, so it's given
Fans.
possession.
No,
I would say fans. I would say fan. I would say strong fan.
Groupies.
Like
a fan that you're with every day.
obsession.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How long they been together?
I don't know how long we've been together. I can honestly tell that this is just for fun. This is just like, for
he's having a good time on a yacht. I don't even understand what the problem is.
Crisis.
But even if he was in a poly relationship, I still don't even see the problem in that, though. If that's something that he wants to explore, we only have this one life. You know what I'm saying? We have this one life in this one body. So I don't see the issue in him wanting to explore polyamory.
The issue that I see with it, low key, outside of it maybe not aligning just with what I believe per se, but outside of that, I feel like right now with the sexual climate, because it was said, his wife said that he was, sleeping with multiple women while they were married, unprotected, so much so that he even had a baby on her, for one. But for two, it's just right now with the sexual climate, everything that's going on, all these STDs and other diseases, to be sleeping with someone who seems to have like a groupie or fan mentality, that is very unsafe. And that is kind of where, I kind of get lost in the whole polygamy relationship type situation, because
I mean, him cheating just literally shows that is something that he just had a strong desire for.
Yeah,
and
clearly.
Even went as far as to hurt someone else because he probably didn't accept this desire before.
He wasn't living his truth.
I mean, who knows? He probably didn't accept it now. He might just be having fun and might end up with one woman. Who knows? But it's giving,
He's outside right now.
He's outside.
He's outside right now.
He's too old to be outside.
I don't think so. I don't think because we literally just said it in the Bible. It says that the kings had multiple wives, right? And they had multiple women. Right?
But
so what is the difference? They're still a man. Yes, they have a title. Yes, they have land, and they have all of these things. They have things, yes. But at the end of the day, they're still human. They're still a man. So what is the difference between then, with them having all of these wives or these women in their corner, versus now, and we're just talking about Neo having 2 girls. They've had like 12.
Yeah, but I think
kids too.
Yeah, I think though, if we're, going back to the Bible a little bit, the Bible does say that, like, it's supposed to be like one man and one woman. Like, it speaks of like a husband and a wife and 2 joining together to become one. So I don't know if like 5 and 6, get together.
So are they not? Is he not a holy man? Because
I'm not saying whether he's holy or not. That's not.
Were the kings not holy because they had?
Well, I can't say
wives.
whether the kings are holy or not. Also, because for one, just because God allowed something doesn't mean it's the way that He ordained it to be. Because there are things that we do all the time that God allows us to do, but He really probably isn't pleased.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know.
How do you guys think his ex-wife feels?
Great. I think she has a weight off of her shoulder. She has no room. There's no room for her to be like, oh, should I, coulda, would I? Or it's like, oh, well, he genuinely wasn't satisfied with me as just me.
Yeah.
So if he had went to maybe one person, she probably could have still had the question, what did I do?
But he did, though. He was cheating. And he had a baby on her.
Well,
so
I feel like, honestly, if he had left her for one person off rip, it would have been completely different. Then she's always gonna feel like there was never closure, right?
Yeah, I get you, because it's like she made vows with somebody who basically vowed to monogamy.
Yes.
And now he's
he's not in a poly. So now you leave me to go straight to 2 people, right?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, but she seems a little bit hurt though, because from time to time she does. I think maybe just a couple weeks ago she was making comments on social media. She said something about like, I gave him to y'all, and like she was saying I gave him to y'all, and he's still
I
don't
released
want
the
you or
beast.
something
He
like
gave
that.
himself
Exactly.
to them when y'all were together.
Okay,
But
yeah.
He
that's
did
what
that.
that was like what
She's
her tweet
releasing
was.
him. Yeah.
Officially.
Yeah, but I
Officially.
think when they
Officially.
did divorce, I believe she got either 1.3 or 1.8 million.
Oh, baby, you good.
She's fine.
You're good.
He's living great.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. The housing market, that's a house.
Yeah.
A 4-bedroom, 2-bath.
Yeah.
I'm done.
That's not very,
So-
that's not
Yeah.
much.
I just want to know, Nia, when your love songs, you were talking about multiple women?
Oh my
So
God.
independent women, is that what you were saying? Not woman?
Yeah, right.
Miss Independent?
Yes. Miss.
I'm done.
With the S.
I'm just trying
I think he's just exploring.
Yeah.
I genuinely think he's just exploring.
But I have
right
a
now.
question. Who thinks Neil's cute? Do you guys think he's cute?
I'm not really that attracted to him, I'm not going to lie.
Would you be
He's
like-
handsome, but I'm not attracted
I
to him.
feel like my mama who
my cup of
like
tea.
bald men would love him.
Not
Yeah.
my cup of tea.
He gives me corny a little bit.
Yeah,
Yes.
to me.
Yeah, just
to
a
me,
little.
yeah.
I like a little bit
He
of
has
corn.
great skin and a
I like a
youthful
little bit of
face,
corn
but
too,
he
but
looks
his
child. Oh
corn.
no.
We don't
Yeah.
know him. He might have that really strong talk game.
I don't see it.
I
from
mean,
him.
he got
Really?
he got
Yeah,
a
in
good
the
lyric
songs,
game.
yeah.
He gonna put up in that
He's a
little
charmer for
baby.
sure.
Let me tell you
No,
something.
because
sure.
he can write it. That doesn't mean he can live it. I can't see him like having like that suave type. No, I feel like
Yeah.
he just got lucky in their two fans. They look like maybe they didn't have much of anything going on, so they're free to tour
I
the world
think
with
he
him.
wanted to go on a yacht and he needed somebody to be with.
In the
He
songs.
literally could have been at a party.
I know.
Like, it could have been a yacht party.
has been
and they were
multiple
just there.
places.
Well, can we get a picture?
Right.
So now we know when you wrote the song "One in a Million," you were talking about the millions, not the one. You know, yeah. But we do have to take a short break. But we have so much more discussion after this. Don't go anywhere. You are watching POD. Welcome back. So the discussion continues, and you guys, we are talking about ungrateful women. Okay.
That's rude.
Yeah, this will have you guys questioning what is wrong with today's generation. So a woman went to social media. She ran to social media rather to vent about a date that was way below her expectations. Check out this clip.
But y'all, tell me why somebody invited me on a date, right? So I done did my makeup, put my outfit on. They said we going to a basketball game. Let me show y'all where the fuck they got me sitting there. I done left their ass. I'm sitting in a whole nother seat because I don't even give a fuck. Like, why would you even play with me like that? Y'all, do y'all see how high I am? Okay. And they keep texting my phone talking about where you at, where you at. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'm finna find me another date. But y'all,
Oh my gosh. She
Girl.
said, don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Well, she said she moved. So where'd she move to?
I don't
Higher.
know.
But did she move higher?
She
You
moved
think
higher.
She might moved higher?
I think no, she just moved maybe to another side because sometimes the nosebleeds they're kind of empty up there, so she probably went to a different.
Oh, the other
Listen,
nosebleed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Listen, I feel like he wasn't her type. Because if he was your type, you would have accepted that. Like, you know, sometimes when somebody's our type, like, and like they check all the boxes, you know, we would have accepted it. And I have an example. Junie and I have a mutual friend. Junie and I have a mutual friend, and he's dating, and he's like super open about his dating life, you know, and he's constantly telling us about all of the dates that he goes on, but there's always a problem.
Okay, yeah.
So the other day
I know
was
who you're
to
talking
him, and
about.
he was like, "Oh, I went on a date, and like, but it's not gonna work out." And I was like, "Why?"
Right.
I didn't like her teeth, and I'm just like, "But that can be changed." He's like, "Yeah, no."
Like,
And then
it
I
has
was
to be
like-
immediately perfect.
Yeah, like they have to like check off all of the boxes immediately. But I genuinely feel like this is how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not dating in his type. I feel like he's trying to accept a type because of whatever reason. And he's diving deep into that type, and he's not finding something
What he's
that, you
looking
know,
for.
makes his butterflies go because it's not his type. So he just can nitpick every little thing. I can guarantee you if he was dating his type, I don't know what the type is, and that type had messed up teeth, he would accept it.
That's a good point.
You know
can't
what?
help it.
I low key agree.
Yeah.
Only because who we're talking about. I do agree. I do feel like he is kind of like not dating within.
Yeah,
you know.
he's not dating within his means.
Yeah.
I would love to see the guy.
I want to know
You
who
have-
it is.
No. I want to see the guy. Yeah.
You know what? Can I just say I don't believe she was there with anybody. I believe that she was trying to give.
trolling?
I really believe that maybe somebody gave her a ticket. Maybe she got a ticket from somewhere. Maybe somehow
she
I
got
don't
her
know.
own
Maybe she knew
ticket.
security or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I genuinely feel like she wasn't there with nobody.
Wow.
Like I feel like she was just there at the game. Maybe she paid for her own nosebleed ticket and she tried to have a Reese Tisa moment.
Well, whether she paid for
that's
it
too
or
much.
not, this is
That's too
actually
much.
very similar to the woman who had, I guess she told this guy that she was going to have lunch, and he was like, I'll send you money. And he sent her $30. And
Yeah.
she was like,
she was so
$30?
upset. Yeah.
You can keep that, whatever.
Yeah.
So do we think like women are putting an unrealistic expectation on men?
I
You
think it's social media. No, 100%, because now women expect that influencers,
Grand gesture.
right? Influencers
At the beginning.
are in a lane where they get these men that have the money to do these grand gestures.
Yeah.
So because other women are following these influencers, they see that okay, she got it.
Yeah.
I deserve it.
I deserve it too.
Yeah.
Because
And I'm going to find it in this broke man.
Yes, I'm gonna find it in the neighborhood I live in or
Right.
the job I actually work. No.
No.
You have to live within your means.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
Or date
unrealistic.
within your means.
Yeah.
and
You
date
know what I'm
within your
saying?
means.
I think that for sure, but I also feel like even with my, having teenage sons, like I let them know off rip, like dating is expensive. So don't come to me talking about can you and your girlfriend go out to the movies, any of those things, if you have not done your chores or whatever that you need to do to make sure you have that money, because I'm letting them know she's not paying when you get there. You know what I'm saying? So don't think you and your girlfriend gonna go and she gonna buy the popcorn, the ticket, y'all ain't splitting nothing. And I feel like, men should know that too, that they should come with the expectation to put their best foot forward. And then if you meet someone that, isn't a stickler on things like that, then you guys can work it out, but it's not the expectation for one.
Yeah.
And then I also feel like
More.
there's more. But I also feel like women should have expectations, for the date.
Don't lower your standards.
Yeah, don't lower your standards as far as, chivalry and things are like that. But I feel like because we're not as vocal and you're not as clear, is why people keep getting let down on these first dates, because if you spoke up for yourself and kind of let them know what you're expecting and what you like, then they can make that decision before you even get on that date and have to show it on social media.
What happened to the talking stage? Like, do people just go, like, you just meet someone, hi, my name is so-and-so, and we're going on a date?
There's
like, do we not talk a little bit before you go on a date and actually get to know them at least the tiniest amount?
They're skipping that stage because they want to have sex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I think.
They want to have sex or they want a courtside ticket, clearly.
For social media, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
$100 lunch.
I think $30 is good enough for me.
No,
boo.
for real.
But I think that she is slightly ungrateful, if it was true, because I think going to a basketball game is really great.
Yeah.
Because it's not the normal, let's go to dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go to a movie.
Right.
Let's
go get drinks at a bar.
Yeah. Like that is.
I love
he
creative
thought
dates.
That's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would have been like, oh my God, I don't care. And the closer you are, the less attention he's gonna give you. Cause you're too close. Now he in the game. When you're on the court side, you
She probably don't even watch sports.
She don't
even know who's playing in the damn game.
Right.
And she want to sit courtside.
Right.
You don't even know these people.
Girl, you ready to get hit in the head with the ball? Like
Literally.
no.
And a lot of people are saying she
Girl.
wasn't even dressed for the occasion. Her nails wasn't did.
No, she wasn't.
Her outfit wasn't even on point.
Her outfit, she was not on point to be sitting no courtside, baby. Stop.
or even wanting it. She
Stop.
was
But
that
I don't
wrong.
think she
was
wanted to
by
be courtside.
herself.
She just wanted to be a little lower. Like, it was giving nosebleeds. And I think that a basketball game is a good first date. And if you're on a first date, you should be talking anyways. But they were a little bit too high. But she could have just let him know, baby. She could have let him know, like, do we have to stay?
Tally, it's because
Like,
it wasn't they, it was her.
Oh,
It was her by herself.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna like get on her because if that's your standard, that's your standard. I will say you should probably like get in touch with reality a little bit. But if that's your standard, who are we to tell her? You
She
know,
done met this man on
what she
Hinge and
should
expected courtside
accept.
seats.
So, but this all boils down to date your type. If everybody
Yeah.
just dates their type, you'll be good.
Yeah.
You know, he was not her type. He was probably a little too short. Or you know,
She didn't like him.
She looking
She
for.
didn't
She
like
went
him.
for the game. She
But
went
you
for the
know
game
what?
to have a
She
social
didn't
media
like him.
story. You know.
Because if that was, what's his name? Trevante Davis. If that was Trevante Davis, she would have stayed in them nosebleeds.
Javante?
Javante.
Oh, okay. I'm like, who is Javante? I don't know him.
Who is that? Like, she would have for sure stayed in those nosebleeds.
For
if
sure.
It was like, you know,
For sure.
Chris Brown.
Well, let's
Drake.
get into that. What do you mean date your type? Are you meaning date within your race?
No, like just date your type. Like she
Somebody
whatever
you
your type
actually
is.
like.
Yeah,
somebody you're actually attracted to.
to.
Hello.
Like she was that. Like this goes down to our friend that I'm talking about. I
Yeah.
feel like people are like dating people that they're not attracted to, and that then when you date someone you're not attracted to, you can
nitpick
nitpick
them.
those little things.
Yeah.
And how you got to this
Like-
state? Like your friend. Forget her. Your friend. Because I'm pretty sure they're watching. Your face is like, oh Lord. But then how did they get to the stage of going on a date?
Listen,
Because he is a romantic man, okay?
Oh,
We're not
love
going
that.
to take that
Do you
away
think
from
they
him.
met on Plenty of Fish?
He's Hinge.
Oh my goodness.
He like that app.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
date
okay.
the app you supposed to delete after?
I don't know.
Well, we won't
actually.
dive too much into
Yeah, we
our
won't.
friend.
We
but
won't.
This woman and a lot of other women who are posting these dates and saying, "Oh, he didn't do
Stories.
this, he didn't do that, he didn't,
Yeah.
have a carriage and a white horse for me."
Right.
I feel like they're putting not a bad like it's like a bad representation of like black women a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I feel like. Now, like, because of all of these stories coming out with all of these women that are, like, sounding a little ungrateful, they're making all of us kind of look a little bad.
Because it is all black women.
Yeah.
No, it's only been black women. I haven't
Yeah.
seen any
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
And
That's
they
been
don't be
going
having nothing
viral.
going. To me, the issue with me is like it don't really seem like they have anything like.
This
going
is where
on.
I'm going. This
you
is
know,
where
like
I'm going.
it doesn't seem like they're like. I don't know how else to say it other than they don't got nothing going on.
Like
Like,
Gayle
like
King.
you're
Yeah.
waiting for. No, not like Gayle. Gayle got a lot going on. That's Oprah's best friend.
That's what I'm saying. Like
She got a lot going
like
on.
Gayle King.
No, right. It's not giving Gayle King is giving something so much lesser than that because it's like, how do you really expect on the first date you expect so much or somebody offering to pay for your lunch.
Yeah.
Why not just take it? Even if it was $10 to put in your gas tank, that's $10 that you didn't have. That's $30 that you didn't have for that meal. That trip to that basketball game was a trip to a basketball game that you've probably never been to.
Right.
Right.
You probably was in your bed,
Right.
laid down.
But you know
With
what
your
I
bonnet
feel
on.
like too? Guys tend to treat you how they perceive you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to the Cheesecake Factory, he probably thought she was a Cheesecake Factory girl. If he took her to the nosebleeds, he probably thought she was a nosebleeds girl. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, even when I used to date in the past, that constantly happened. I feel like, you know, however you represent yourself, if a guy meets you and you are put together,
Yeah,
they
gonna
know
come
how they
correct.
have to step to you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So if you're getting half step, then most days they probably see you half stepping.
Yeah, or they won't come at all.
So
Yeah,
he
"Oh,
probably
that's
saw
expensive,
her
I'm not
half
gonna come at all."
stepping,
When
and
he
he was
first
like,
met
you
her.
know what? I can say I got these tickets to this
gotta
basketball
spend too
game.
much. I can use
I
the
don't
free
gotta
ones.
say nothing. We just gonna go to this basketball game. We gonna probably talk up here.
Right,
We gonna talk up
right,
here.
right.
You know, we just gonna hang out. And he probably thought that was good enough for her.
Yeah.
But then she get there, she airing all of it out on social media.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Probably
wrong.
because he met her with her bonnet on.
And her
gosh,
chanclas.
I can't.
And then
And
now
her
you all
moo-moo.
dressed up. He's like, hold on, what?
Well, you know, I just, again, I just feel like all of this could be settled if we just date within our means, date our types, you know.
They people we're
And
actually
hopefully-
attracted to.
Right, date people you're actually attracted to, and hopefully
It's okay
this
to say
doesn't
no.
put so much pressure on men, you guys, or even women, whoever. But you guys, we are running out of time, but catch us back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye.